What's up, band heads? It's your boy J Law.
And it's your boy AA Bache.
And this is BHN News, where we talk about things going on in the band world.
Oh, yeah.
So, we want to start with a quick article. Let me drop this music down just a little bit. Oh, don't lean on the mic, Jerome. There we go. Alrighty, so, still too loud. Making a funny sound. Okay. All right, so we are going to start with an article here on HBCU Buzz. I'm going to remove that off the screen. Sorry, guys. All right, the Alabama governor declares October as HBCU month, the 4th year in a row. All right, let's get some scrolling going on here. Shout out to Alabama State on that.
Go Bama.
Go
Go Bama.
Bama.
Go
Let
Bama.
me make sure I can still hear myself here.
We don't care
Yep,
about
we're
nothing
still
but
good.
my brother in Bama.
Y'all please ignore the the ads on the side. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey has officially declared October as HBCU month in Alabama, recognizing the state's 14 historically black colleges and universities and their lasting contributions to education, culture, and economic development. This marks the 4th consecutive year Ivey has issued the proclamation. Alabama is proud to be home of more HBCUs than any other state in the country, Ivey said in a statement shared by the governor's office. These historic institutions have shaped leaders, innovators, and change makers who continue to strengthen our communities. Okay? Alabama's HBCUs include institutions such as Alabama State University, Tuskegee University, Stillman College, Miles College, and Oakwood University, among others that have educated. Don't forget Alabama A&M now,
Oh, yeah.
and Talladega, you can't forget them. This proclamation celebrates the legacy of these schools as cornerstones of access and excellence in higher education. It also underscores their ongoing role in advanced workforce development, economic growth, and cultural heritage within the state. The focus on economic impact and opportunity. Okay? Governor Ivey's announcement highlights the work of the Alabama Office of Minority Affairs, HBCU Initiative, and the Alabama HBCU Co-op Program, which aim to expand opportunities for students by connecting them with internships and workforce pipelines. These programs ensure that our students not only receive a quality education, but also gain meaningful career experiences that keep Alabama competitive, Ivey said. According to a UNCF economic impact study, Alabama's HBCUs collectively generate hundreds of millions of dollars in economic activity each year and support thousands of jobs statewide. Shout out to Alabama and all of the HBCUs within the state of Alabama.
Go Bama.
And shout out to that governor for recognizing those HBCUs. How you doing today, Alex?
You know, Chuck. Well, I'm doing all right, Law. I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
Man, I can't complain.
Can't complain.
I'm doing okay.
You could, but you couldn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go Bama.
Go Bama. Roll Tide.
That's right.
All of that. So we have a few topics today. And again, if you have a topic that you would like for us to discuss here on Bandhead Network News, reach out to your boy J Law or A Bache, and y'all drop something in our inbox. We'll talk about it. But today, what we want to talk about are what happened last week. So we have the 2 Battle of the Bands. Southern University had a really big one out in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where they had some great schools like Etna Carr, St. Augustine. They also had who was that? Whitehaven was there. Okay, and
No Craigmont though.
No Craigmont.
Yeah, it was weird.
Okay, I
Maybe
got
he
halfway
could-
through it. It was pretty long. I was
He might be
kinda
busy, you know.
watching while I worked today, and I got distracted. Wasn't able to get anything done. Then tried to watch it while I was. Hello, Miss Jesusita. Did I say it right? Jesusita? That's close. Thank you for joining the pod.
Jessica.
We appreciate you. Alrighty, so but I didn't get to enjoy. They robbed car. Oh man, what man? I don't know who. I didn't even get to the end, Elias. Who won? Because I really think I've watched St. Aug drill, and St. Aug drilled.
Yeah, and I have to admit, even with the St. Aug and car battle, I got a chance to sit down and watch that. I must say I was very impressed by St. Aug. A different sound, very different from what I'm used to. What Hamp had, and everybody else that was over the Aug at the moment. This new gentleman, fantastic. That's not taking anything away from Carr whatsoever. Carr did their job. I just felt like St. Aug was a lot more polished. A lot more polished. That's not taking any away from Carr. Chalupa does a wonderful job. He does a wonderful job over there. Carr, he's been busting, but a team bust him up, huh?
Yeah, he's been doing a good job.
He's been doing a good job. He's been holding it down, man. He's brought the spirit back. But I have to say, St. Aug came up, man. They nothing but positive vibes.
Okay.
Nothing but positive vibes.
Positive vibes.
Yeah.
Positive vibes.
You get the Deontay Kennedy Award of the week.
And we're gonna go over that a little more, and then we have Bandhead went down to Cedar Hill, Texas, where I got to see my crab brother, Derek Walker. Oh, they said St. Aug won all the categories. Interesting. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again. But the whole video was like 3 hours and something long. I was trying to skip through the stand battles because I wanted to see the field shows, because Alex wanted to talk about the field shows today.
I did.
And but I wasn't able to make it through it. So
it's okay. It's okay, baby.
Yeah, I made it halfway.
We all get a little razzle dazzle from time to time.
Little razzle dazzle.
You know? Shoot.
But so we're gonna talk about that. We also want to talk about this whole FAMU and Joe Bullard situation that's going on. We're gonna maybe try to get connected, and with that, we'll pull up some articles. We're not gonna really dwell on it too much. We're just gonna talk about some of the after effects of what can happen with that. Here you go. That's the password.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Got to get Bache on the Wi-Fi.
Oh no, you know.
Yeah. So, not only that, we want to talk about tonight. This is gonna be our hot topic, y'all. What constitutes a W in a round?
Sweet baby Jesus.
What constitutes a W in a round? It's gonna be interesting. Okay, and then we're gonna talk about what's going on next week. So up first, let's get into this high school battle of the band.
All right.
Since you were able to enjoy the entire clip, tell me, do you feel the same way as Elias? No, we didn't hear about Fort Valley. What happened at Fort Valley?
What happened at Fort Valley? Trey. What happened at Fort Valley? No, we didn't hear about Fort Valley.
Text it to one of us, Trey.
Yeah, Trey's gonna text it to one of us. He's gonna text it to one of us. Keep updated. Trey's our eyes in the sky guy. You know, he's always on the move. He's always out there in the field doing his work. So he's gonna text to us.
We'll send it to one of us, Trey, and we'll pull it up.
We'll have that update. If
you got a link, that'll be better because I can pull that up on the screen for us.
Yeah. But as far as the battle of bands go, there were a couple of people that I was very impressed by.
Okay.
By all means, I saw Texas's own PA Memorial band director Alex Frazier, longtime buddy, good guy. He has built that program to a tremendous height.
Yes, he has.
The first band director, I believe, was the Trent Johnson. Just a few history facts. If you guys don't know who Trent Johnson is, you need to be thankful that he came around, because without Trent Johnson, you would not have Baton Rouge All-Stars or the great LLI. Two things that Trent Johnson has put out there.
Oh yeah. If y'all got a link, send it to one of us. Y'all both should have our number.
Oh, that's right. The band did get suspended due to
hazing.
What? Excuse me. We don't use that word around here.
I'm sorry, motivating.
Yeah, motivational, physical motivational exercises.
Well, I mean, the Secretary of War, he just announced that he wants to bring it back. So,
oh, wow.
What are we going to do?
You know.
Is it only approved in the military? But, yeah.
Did they ever stop?
Are you parched?
I am very parched. I'm sorry. I had to reach over and grab something quick.
Y'all help him because he's parched.
Thank you, Lord.
Let me make sure my voice doesn't.
Yeah, they got. I do remember they got suspended for hazing. I'm not sure how deep the allegations were. Did somebody pass away from it? I didn't read too much into it because, as we all know, the way of the haze or the cut, you know what I mean, or sessions, you know what I mean, are gone.
Right.
They're long gone, and we should also expect to find new and better ways, innovation ways, to make sure that our kids are growing. Now, me and Mr. Law came from School of Hard Knocks. We came from the system of physical motivation. And it definitely, I will say, there are some drawbacks to not having it, but there are some drawbacks. There are some drawbacks to having it. Okay. Now, I will say, as being a part of that era of band, man, the bands were a lot more aggressive. Just hearing from in person, the most aggressive band right now would be Jackson and Southern. I've heard both of them way more intense. I'm talking about in your face. In your face. But that's a story for another thing. Back to this battle of bands.
Yeah.
First, I want to give props to PA Memorial. They came in third, I believe.
Okay.
Alex Frazier did a wonderful job. Wonderful job. The band program has grown extensively, right? I believe did he go to PA? He went to PA. He went to PA with Mark Martin and a couple other gentlemen, Solomon Sipian, some more folk that I know that would touch Southern. He went to Southern University, though. He went to Southern University. Alex Frazier is a saxophone player, very good alto saxophone player. He is a father. He is a husband, and I believe he's part of the fraternity Omega Psi Phi.
Oh, he is?
Yes, I believe so.
He's also a man. Since
Yes.
you went through everything, he's a father. He's a husband. He's a brother. Is he a brother? I mean, he's a brother.
Yeah.
Is he a brother?
He might be.
Yeah,
he
but
might be
more.
He might be on the square. You know, PA Memorial did a great job. I think St. Aug got first, I believe. Did he get first?
Okay. They said they got first and everything.
Then Carr. You know, I mean, it was set up to win. I really enjoy it. I had not seen field shows thus entertaining in a while from high schools. Yes, I had not seen, you know. I don't get a chance to look at a lot of them, but these I really paid attention to. I actually sat down and rewind and watched. And I must say, fellas, all those who attended, including the Haven, very good, excellent job. Thank you for bringing back the spirit of competition within the high school realm.
Yeah.
I really am appreciative of everything that you guys have done. If you guys didn't check it out, check out Southern's Battle of the Bands, including all those bands. They were wonderful. I think it would be a real treat for anybody to watch. All those bands are up and coming, and for prospect bands that are up and coming, looking at those programs, those are some big shoes to fill. So have your band always stay ready so they won't have to get ready. All right, Jerome, what else you got on the list?
So I went to Cedar Hill High School Battle of the Bands.
Not the Hill.
And that was my first time going out to Cedar Hill to my Crab Brothers band. And I'm going to tell you something. First of all, the campus is so nice. Shout out to them it just looks nice. Everything. It's a compound. If y'all have ever been to Cedar Hill, it is a compound.
Was Cinco Ranch nice?
Huh?
Was Cinco Ranch nice?
You know, I haven't seen Cinco Ranch. You told me about it, but I haven't seen it.
Cinco Ranch nice.
We're getting a good, mature sound from a lot of the high schools. I'm really enjoying that. I agree with you, Elias, because I actually have it on my notes here. And overall, the top three bands there were Sunset, Reagan from Austin, Texas, and
Rory's over there,
and Carter High School. So Carter High School came out with the win. They got the W. What's up, Sounds from the Sidelines? How y'all doing? Carter High School got the W on that, and but the adjudication process is they gave them scores like they were at what do you call it?
UIL?
UIL.
Oh.
And then whoever had the highest score was the champion.
Okay.
Of it. So, you know, they had excellent, superior, and then needs improvement, I believe, was one of the other categories for that. My man, Sounds from the Sidelines. But After watching so many high school field shows over the last few weeks, I want to talk about some good and some things where I feel that if the band directors pay attention to some of these smaller things, they'll make some of their programs, especially, and this is especially for the small bands. If you're under like 64, you know, you're under like 70, 64 members on the field, I would suggest, number one, all right, let me go down my list. High school bands are on the come up, but a lot of new directors are coming up. And I love the passion that I'm seeing. The only thing that I would like to see some improvement on are balancing the horns on the field. Okay. And knowing how to have your horn placement so when you go into your formation, that balance is there. And that all comes in proper charting with your drilling. When you know that is no way that I should see bass drums right here and tenor drums back there. You know what I'm saying? Put your tubas and your tenor drummers to the back. I heard one drill writer say that he started from the end of the drill and worked his way to the beginning sometimes so that he can understand how to put how he can position everything when he had a small band. I think that was Carl Collins, my high school band director, that told me that.
Yeah, it sounded like Isaac Riggs kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He told us that at Southern Band Camp.
Oh, really?
Put it in formation and figure out how to get out of it.
That might have been Doc that said that.
But I have heard Carl Collins taught me how to drill right. So, yes, I have gotten that from him as well.
Yeah, and I think
shout out to Carl.
Yeah, shout out to my band director, y'all. I was going to be at Grambling if it wasn't for him. Shout out to my band director, y'all. CC, Carl Collins, you the man. You the man. But that's some things, and these are very small things, but they make such a big improvement or a big change in your program. I think that marching style. When I was watching, I made it to St. Aug on the high school battle of the band. So I made it in there. It was about an hour and 40 minutes in.
Oh yeah.
I made it to St. Aug, and St. Aug, all of their styles looked exactly. Everybody was marching the same. Everybody was marching the same. I loved it. Tempo is your friend and your enemy. So I'm not picking on any particular band, but when you have a small band, you need to have that pump and tempo driving.
Oh yeah.
Because if you're dragging with your tempo, then you really it's gonna kill the show. It's gonna be hard for people to get into your show. Alex, I need you to talk about that for a quick second. Let me check on something.
So getting on their what law?
Tempo.
The show?
Yeah.
Man, keeping the tempo of the show is very important. Keeping your dynamic going so the crowd can keep interacting with you. You want to keep them focused mainly on you. You don't want them to drift. Let's go get some popcorn. Let's go get some hot dogs. None of that. You want your show to continuously flow straightforward and also keep more of an exciting wow factor to it at the same time without overdoing it or overshooting the crowd's head. So it's a thin line. It's a fine line between that.
I agree.
A very, very fine line between that.
I agree.
And very, very fine line.
What's good, Eli? Welcome. Eli is the newest member of the administration gang right there. He A gang in the building.
That Goku?
Yeah, that's my boy Goku, the baritone god. I like a good show that has great consistency. What I like that I saw at the Cedar Hill High School Battle of the Bands from Carter, they did a Whitney Houston show. Mm-hmm. You can do everything except for your dance routine to Whitney Houston, and they did a good. They had, and their tempos was up there. They was driving. Everything was real nice. So I really like that. High school band directors, keep pushing, keep doing what you do. Keep making these kids great. Keep turning them into great musicians. And I'm pretty sure, man, it seems like the COVID kids are kind of gone. You know, a lot of them are in their junior and their senior year, and we're getting a new batch of band kids in. And I'm pretty appreciative of all of the hard work that I see going into that. Is that car right there?
No, St. Aug.
Oh, that's St. Aug.
The marching style.
Okay, yeah. That was a That was a good field show. So, where do you think you see high school bands? There you go. His Trey sent it to us.
Oh yeah, I have it right here.
Okay.
I'm already ready for it.
I'll pull it up on the laptop. Where do you see high school bands if they keep going at this pace? Where do you see them in the next 2 to 3 years?
Well, okay, let me say this.
Yes, Rory's band was great.
Yeah, Rory's band always sounds extremely well. I don't know what people are looking at, but like when I see Reagan High School, is it Reagan still?
Yeah, that's Reagan.
Yeah. Man, I'm an old school fool. Like I'm talking about when we used to do Alvin Patterson Battle of Bands in Austin, Texas. Mm-hmm. I remember Dallas Mass Band being 300 people, like massive. You know what I mean? While we was at Greater Houston, and when Rory took over Reagan, he did some extreme building. Same thing I would tell my group. Fundamentals and tone. That's all day. And I have to say Reagan has mastered fundamentals and tone. Shout out to Rory, Lamarck alumni. Mm-hmm. Lamarck alumni. Prairie View graduate. 14K. Tuba section. Monster on tuba. Magnificent. I want to say he made up the Bowser fanfare.
Okay.
But Royce Creek done a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. You know, a lot of stuff. We're gonna just leave it like that. He's done a lot. But his bands, Mac, every time I've heard them, they have sounded great. Very, 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 very great. No matter what size they are. They project very cleanly. It's very clear for you to understand what they're doing, but they also entertain the crowd. Now, there are some things they could work on, pushing a little bit more of the wow factor, but I have to say, people, y'all have to understand the region that some of these bands come from. Some things are different. And in Austin, you know, you can only be so aggressive.
Yeah.
If you know about Austin schools, there's a master school called LBJ, Monsters at Core Style, man. So he has to do what he has to do. Right. Yeah.
He's the only what we would consider a show style of band. He's the only one, but he's hybrid. He does both styles. You know, he does core and he does high knee lift or military style, if that's what you want to call it.
JDMB had that in gray.
Yeah.
We're gonna leave that alone, like.
Yeah. So, but shout out to the high school band directors. Keep up the good work. Keep up all of the good work. We'll go. I got the article tray. We're gonna have that ready. But up next, here we go. Here we go. What did I do with it? Here we go. All right. Joe Bullard. We're going to play this little quick clip from the news. This is coming from WCTV Eyewitness News. And enter full screen. Bam. Let me get that music off of there. Well, this laptop goes slow. Yeah, where's the music at? There we go. All right, let's jump into this. I'm getting better with this as time goes by, y'all. HDMI 2 is on. Bam. Here we go.
New tonight, the Southwestern Athletic Conference is fining FAMU over comments announcer Joe Bullard made during last weekend's football game. The SWAC said the university will get a public reprimand and a $10,000 fine for the comments during the halftime show against Alabama State University.
What's going on with this? It's just freezing up on us. Of course, it goes funky when it's time to stream. It
also says Bullard will be suspended for the next 2 upcoming
$10,000 fine for that.
Football games. The conference also acknowledged the apology issued by FAMU.
I don't agree with that.
What is going on?
After the comments, Bullard also shared his own letter of apology. We shared that with you last week.
So, I don't know why this thing is acting funky. You guys get the gist of it. So, He said the face of Ozempic.
Mm-hmm. The new face of the honeybees.
The honeybees were the new face of Ozempic.
That is correct. He did say the honeybees were the new face of Ozempic.
Joe Bullett's been talking noise for quite some time. Thank you very much. I should have rebooted it before we start the live stream, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Maybe I just got too much stuff on this table right now. But yeah, we're not going to dwell on it too much. But we don't want to really talk about that. What we want to talk about is what's taking it too far.
What's taking it too? I don't know. You know,
not just what he said. But in general,
man, I mean,
what is taking it too far?
I think there's a certain professionalism that comes along with it. Okay, I get it, you know, and you want to be sympathetic at some point in time to certain things. But come on now, FAMU's announcer been talking noise for a minute.
Yeah,
I've heard him say things like, you know, thanks for the warm up. Now the real show's about to begin.
Okay,
you know, finally a real band on the field. I've heard him shoot slugs. But I think $10,000 for him saying they're the new face of Ozempic. Come on, man.
I think
an apology would have been cool.
I think an apology is good.
But 10 G's is a little extreme.
That's crazy.
They're talking noise now. Come on.
I met the man. He's an older guy, and he's you ever had an uncle that just want to always make everybody laugh?
It was a good joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying we should talk about those young ladies.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing wrong with healthier women. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with more shapely women. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're in an HBCU band, smack talking is gonna happen. I don't care if you're in the MEAC, the SEAC, whatever it's called, the SWAC, the WAC. It's gonna happen. Smack talking is gonna happen. Don't let it be mass band. Lord have mercy. All the rules are going down the drain. Like, come on now. Like, we can't get to the point to where we can be so critical about these bands, but then the announcers can't cut loose too.
Right.
If it's good for one, then it's good for all. If not, cut all of it out completely. Right. I mean, no more, none of this in the stands. None of cut all of it out. If you're gonna cut all of it out, cut it out.
Yeah.
You know? Otherwise, if you're gonna let one thing slide, let another thing slide.
Right. You can't say anything about the other band. I kind of wish bands would get away from that trash talking anyway, to be honest with you. That's just my...
Yeah, I'm saying Jackson and Southern do say worse.
They do say a lot worse.
I'm like, have you ever been to a boombox? Like, the announcer for boombox.
Yeah.
Me going hard. Like, don't let it be a Jackson, because he turn on Southern every 3 minutes.
Oh, my God.
There's no playing during this part, Southern. I'm like, come on, man.
I mean, at that point... You know, this cancel culture that we are in right now, it can be a bit overwhelming, where it's like, can't you just laugh at certain things? Or, you know, did you really hurt somebody's feelings? Or did just people just have blind outrage or anything like that? I honestly don't think it was that bad of a statement, but I can understand being somebody's father, feeling a certain way.
Yeah. I understand that.
You know, so I could see it 50-50. Again, do I believe that he should have been fined? No. Do I think he should have been suspended? No. But they should have at least just talked to him. Hey, Joe, don't do that again. And he issues an apology.
But let me play devil's advocate. Let me just you know.
This is y'all.
Let me come on now. Come on, people. Okay, band here. Let's say this.
You see the picture on there?
I see the picture. That's why I got my head down. That's why I got my head down. Is that Reggie from the Nutty Professor? Okay. Okay. So like, let's look at this. Let's say the honeybees came out in a 2-piece. Mm-hmm. Like you would see the dolls. You know what I mean? Top part, thong part. You know what I mean?
Thong part.
Leggings or whatever it is.
Top and bottom.
Top and bottom. You know, what's the crop top? The crop top. Okay. Let's see you seen them in there. You know. It is a slippery slope. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, what if they came out in that, right?
Right.
Now, you know.
Right.
I'm a heavier guy.
Yeah.
So I'm not going outside in biker shorts.
Yeah.
And a size medium muscle shirt. I'm just subjecting myself to certain things. So I can feel sexy and I can feel encouraged all I want to. But that does not stop other people's personal opinions.
Right.
So I do believe it's a slippery slope. But then you sign up to be a honey bee.
What are the requirements to be a honeybee?
It's got to be more than 180 pounds.
Is that one of the requirements?
I don't think so, but I'm assuming because everybody's that big. How did the honeybees become?
Let's ask Google.
Yeah. Where's Pote? Pote should know how the honeybees came to be.
Now let him stay where he at.
Summon him.
That's my dog. But
summon him.
What? Let's see if Google has
Call the Kraken.
Requirements.
Honeybee requirements. Well, we know Ozempic ain't one because.
Oh, stop, bro.
We know. I mean, he obviously got in trouble for it, so we know that's not one. Smack talking is what we do. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, it was a little. I just don't think $10,000 was the right. Come on, like, are we that sensitive?
To become an Alabama State honeybee, this is the AI overview. Okay. You must be a full-time student with a minimum 2.5 GPA. That's what's required to be in the band. Okay. Attend week-long audition process that includes cardio, learning choreography, and cardio exercises. And participate in a professional interview with a panel of judges. Oh, boy. No. We got, I'm gonna keep reading. While the team is known for being a plus-size dance team, a minimum weight requirement of 250 pounds is not explicitly listed as a formal requirement, but rather a characteristic of the team's focus on promoting positive self-image.
In other words, we can't tell you to be a heavyweight, but you gotta be a heavyweight. You gotta be a king. You gotta be a king if you want to be up in here.
Right.
You want to be on that field, then you do something to do something. Baby, like that's what it says. It's insinuating.
I'm muting the phone. No more talking for about.
It's insinuating.
5. You don't put 5, 4, 3, 2. You won.
Did you not see the network? You need to post that up there. You need to let them see that.
Oh.
So it's not saying you have to be, but it's like,
Yeah.
If you want to get on the team, then you got to be looking mean.
So these are results from AI. This is an AI overview, and what they did.
AI ain't pulling no punches, boy.
Oh, my God.
Bang, bang.
I mean, all AI can do is tell the truth, so.
Okay, so we finding him 10 G's? We finding AI 10 G's right now? That boy say 200 pounds is not.
I'm nervous.
Listed. That's okay.
I'd never apply for passes at Bama State anyway, so I guess I'll be all
okay.
right.
Bama State is not him. It was funny. It's okay. We don't mean any harm. We love you, honeybees. You are beautiful women.
Oh my God.
In and out. We're not, we got nothing to do with that. We're just talking about the situation that happened. And we did read the requirements. I mean,
I didn't make any jokes.
We didn't. This is really what it says.
Y'all, there was so much innocence in that. Y'all saw my face when because I can read and kind of read ahead while I'm reading. And Alex saw it when I saw it when those 3 numbers popped up there. It used to be you had to be big and able to dance and be flexible, but that was in 06 through 15. Oh.
But didn't it say the same thing, just in a nicer way?
Yeah. In a nicer way. Maybe I need to fix that so it's up higher.
Yes, he was a voice. He was a voice, Trey, that represents the band. And it was a bad look for a moment. Understandable. I do understand it, and I sympathize that he, the old man cracked a good joke. Okay, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that, but I don't think it was worth 10 G's.
10 G's. Okay.
I think that's a little extreme, man.
I didn't know about the fine.
Take them off for a game or something. I don't know, but not 10 G's. Like, come on now.
That is kind of heavy. But maybe he got it like that. I don't know. Did they find him out of school? I thought they found the school.
But still, that's a lot. 10 G's out of school, they're going to take it out the band's pocket.
Yeah, probably so. Oh, well, that sucks. Next on Bandhead Network.
I'm going to be quiet because I'm going to be quiet.
Uh-oh, battery getting low. I ain't plug up nothing. I was trying to set up so much
stuff.
Thank
you, Jesus. That's what I'm saying, 10 G's? Is that crazy? 10 G's is crazy.
10 G's is crazy.
That's crazy.
You sounded like me now. That's crazy.
So you want a down payment on a brand new GMC Sierra? Like, well, come on, bro. Like, let's do better. Let's do better. Let's not hurt each other's program. I don't think what he said hurt Alabama State program. Like, I don't think it took away from, their recruitment or anything. Everybody loved the honeybees there.
Right.
But you charging, fam, 10 G's? Like, come on. They could be using that for a little bit of their travel expenses.
I agree.
So I think the apology was the correct thing to do. Or maybe he could have did it publicly.
Yep.
But that money was a little,
Maybe he could have went and did a photo op with him. You know what I'm saying? Have all the honeybees around him.
And Uncut would eat that alive.
And then have his little hive, It's like
you
the
talk
merger.
About me. You just set me up alley oops all day long.
I'm just saying, playing Bashay's advocate.
Hey, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
Well, and the money is going to the honeybees.
Yeah.
What you think they're gonna buy with that money?
See what you just did there? You see what you just did there?
Asked an innocent.
That's not an innocent question.
Everybody wants to know. I mean, they can get new uniforms.
You're so nice.
They can all get matching boots. You know what I'm saying? They can make sure that they hire a stylist to come and do their hair and their makeup. Mm-hmm. Those are the type of things that I would use the money for.
Next subject, please. What about the hazing in Fort Valley? What happened with Fort Valley? Just what happened. I just want to know what happened with Fort Valley. I can't take this no more. I can't take this no more. I know what they buying with 10 G's. Oh man. I know what they buying with 10 G's. You know what they buying with 10 G's? It's a whole lot of this.
Crowns. They're out getting new jewelry, new crowns.
They way.
Oh God.
What they gonna buy with 10 G's?
Why they want to skip me? Yeah, get additional scholarships. That would be good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm sweating out of my eyes, y'all.
I can't today. Fort Valley, what happened? Can I read the article? Fort Valley, please. Woo! HBCU marching band. In other news, HBCU marching band suspended from homecoming after alleged hazing incident.
Hold on. We gotta clear the screen, bro. That's disrespectful. Bye, Miss Honeybee lady. I'll talk to you later.
Oh man.
Now, hold on. Before y'all go too far.
Y'all will.
J-Law is a friend of the plus size girls. Mrs. Bandhead is a plus size girl. So, in no way am I making fun of them. It's just little things that pop up in your head when you are talking about certain things. But back to Fort Valley. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say nothing.
You can read about Fort Valley.
Thank you, Lord. Okay. HBCU marching band suspended from homecoming after alleged hazing incident. Fort Valley State University opened an independent investigation into the case after police made 2 arrests, right? This is from October 6th, obviously, 2025. Let's go and scroll down and read her. Many people in attendance for Fort Valley State University homecoming over the weekend likely have been looking forward to seeing the school storied marching band take the field for another electric halftime performance. But after hazing charges were leveled against the members of the band last week, the Blue Machine was removed from the weekend's lineup. Okay.
Wow.
According to reports, right, 2 young women were arrested at Fort Valley's police department, found sufficient evidence to support the charges of hazing. The alleged victims were identified only as a 20-year-old man and an 18-year-old woman. We understand the seriousness of the situation and the impact in our community, particularly during the homecoming season. Right? The university said in its last previous statement, our top priority is safety and well-being of our students and the entirety of the Wildcat community. While the university has opened an independent investigation into the case, FVSU isn't the only institution grappling with the hazing allegations this year.
That's true. Hazing allegations affected my university, and it was very, very tough. Omega Psi Phi will never be on Southern University's campus again. Beta Sig, I got a lot of good friends. My neighbor about 5 houses down the street is a Beta Sig Omega, and it tore them up. When I say it tore them up, it tore them up. There's a time, certain, what does the Bible say? There's a time and a season for everything. That's gone, y'all. Y'all got to let that go.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got to let that go. That type of behavior, mentality, you just got to let it go. Do we feel that it has its place? It might, but then you still always have to deal with the one person that does too much. The one person that takes it too far, and that's not cool. So I just no more hazing, y'all. Y'all just keep your hands to yourself. Stop touching people's children, because most of y'all was soft when you was doing what you did anyway.
Yeah.
And then you want to turn around and give somebody 10 times more of what happened to you. That's not cool.
Look, I think we should approach something that we all know that had happened. Previous, past tense. Okay, let's talk about that. There are, as we all know, when we used to have those homecoming rallies and stuff, there was always the old heads coming back that wasn't about much of nothing. Mm-hmm. Wasn't nothing in school, didn't do anything in band. Couldn't bust a grape, and probably couldn't blow their way out of a wet paper bag. Wanted to do the most hazing. The most hazing.
Yep, those were the ones.
The most, and causes the most problems. And that really hurt a lot of people. A lot of people. Like, there has to be different ways to motivate the young adults, the children at this point. Mm-hmm. We have to find different ways to go about it, different ways to educate ourselves to a higher level. Mm-hmm. We shouldn't have to put our hands on anybody to make anybody do anything. I mean, heck, man, just doing jumping jacks for 3 minutes for some people is tiring.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you guys ever held a plastic bag above your head for 45 minutes, but you'll find out real quick.
A plastic bag like a Kroger bag?
You're like a regular flimsy Kroger bag for 45 minutes straight. Man, that's some torture.
Huh.
That is some torture. Like, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. Thank you, Goku. That is true. Like, it, they also depend on what they say hazing was. I mean, and yes, I will say that.
Yep.
It all depends on what the situation is. Because some people, some things, they had me doing hazing. What the hell you do? We were marching up and down the field. And I didn't feel like doing my last little rip. And my legs were tired. And this. Well, baby, you don't need to be in marching band.
Yeah.
But
you don't.
In the same breath, there are some people who take it to an extreme. There are some people who do way too much. You know what I mean? And they're always the people that, empty wagons
make the most noise. Most noise, yeah.
And those were a lot of empty wagons.
Right.
So let's change that, people. Let's find new ways. Let's come together as a community and find new ways to motivate our young adults, our young people, K through 8 and 9 through 12, collegiate level, DCI level, mass band level. Let's find new ways to motivating them to being the best they can be, right? Because we have to remember that while our time is setting, theirs is just rising. Their sun is just rising up. We have to find new ways of doing that.
Right. I agree. And if you're an old head, stay away from these kids.
Please.
Stay away from these kids.
Stay away from these girls.
Yeah. Stay away from
Away.
them. You're hurting your program.
Away.
And when I was president over the Jukebox Alumni Association, my goal and my vision was to build a bridge between the alumni and the students, because all the students ever heard. Now I'm gonna just tell you, crab year at Southern, there was 2 weeks 3 weeks, homecoming, Jackson State, and Bayou Classic were the weeks that you just did not run into an old head. None of that, because if you did, you just didn't want to run into no old head. I almost started spilling the beans. Man. That ain't me.
But you know what, Law?
Yeah.
Here's some fun facts for all our SWAC band members and MEAC band members and everybody else around the HBCU conference. You know who was the worst hazers? The woodwinds. The women and the woodwind. Man, I thought like men were bad. Whoo! The ladies got no railing for their stuff. Like,
And they heavy-handed anyway.
What safety hazard?
Women are heavy-handed anyway.
I'm talking about man.
Yeah, and all of the best hazers when we were in the band, they're all pastors now.
Crazy, right?
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Now they hazing the devil.
Laying hands on the devil. Getting this cut, boy. Let me hear that Greek alphabet backwards.
Bro.
Man,
Stop.
come on, bro.
Why do these layups are horrible, bro.
When was Jesus Culture founded?
Oh my God. I need all 66 books of the Bible right now.
Right now.
But yeah, keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch nobody's child.
Please.
And bring some culture back to your program. You know, do things better. Just do better. Just do better. And like I was saying, I wanted the alumni to be able to communicate with the current band members so that they didn't have to feel nervous around us. Mm-hmm. Now, I mean, since I've been there, we started tailgating on the side of the band room. That really wasn't a big thing on our campus for us. Old heads wasn't hanging out by the band room.
True.
Now those kids can come, they can talk to us, we can give them advice, tell them things that, you know, the traditions and things that they may not get from the band director. They need to be getting these from the old heads in times about things that we've been through, certain things in the band. That's what you're supposed to be there. You're supposed to be a building block to help them become greater. They playing a fanfare the wrong way, just say, hey man, you know, why don't you think about playing the fanfare like this? Now, don't be going up there talking noise and you was on 14th tuba down the line. You know what I'm saying? Or you were it don't matter if you played first, second, or third, or you were like 8th chair from the first chair or something like that. Don't go do that. You know, unless you can play now, don't do that. But keep your hands to yourself. That was a little add in there. Mm-hmm. And back to the playing at hand.
All right.
All right. Our last topic of tonight. What constitutes a W in a round in a battle? What constitutes a W in a round in a battle?
Well, are we doing this? Are we going back and forward, or?
All right.
We'd like to.
So, let's describe what a round is.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there. I'll let you start.
So a round is between two opposing bands versus each other, where they do a round robin style type of playing. It could be any genre. It can be any speed. It can be of any subject they want it to be, but it needs to be from A to B, such as band A plays, they finish, band B plays, and they finish. Once that is done, that is called a round.
Okay. All right. That is a round. All right. So, what has the heaviest weight? I'm asking Alex all these things. Because what has the heaviest weight in a round?
What has the heaviest weight in the? I'm trying. I'm trying.
You're not going back 2 stories ago.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to go forward.
Here. Get out of there, bro.
Okay.
Get out of there.
What has the heaviest weight in the round? Man, I want to say execution. I want to say execution is number 1. Because execution can take you out, it can bring you in, everything. Mm-hmm. You didn't, did you?
No, okay. My finger slipped. My bad. My finger slipped. Execution.
Yeah, execution.
Execution has the heaviest weight.
That's to me.
Okay, I agree with you. Execution does have the heaviest weight. Does making one mistake kill your execution?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
It depends on how big that one mistake is.
Okay.
But there's plenty of clips to prove that. We don't have time to do that.
Okay. All right. All righty. So after execution, what's the next thing that helps constitute that they got the round to you?
Now let's remind our fans that with execution comes tone quality, comes balance. That's all in execution.
Right.
Blend. All that's in execution.
Right.
All right. Articulation. Right. All that's in execution. So let's not try to make little subdivisions. It's right. All in execution.
All that's in execution.
We talk about execution in there. So so after execution, then I'm gonna say song selection.
Song selection.
Yes.
Okay. Song selection and sound. Elias said the same thing. There you go. We're gonna be able to drop some bombs in about a week or two. We're gonna have that hardware coming. But Elias, he said it. Song selection and sound. Is it? And I believe that the execution and the song selection is what gives what I call unforgettable. So when I listen to a round, I use those to tell me which song is the most unforgettable song out of that round.
Okay.
So I use the execution and I use the song selection to tell me that. If a band plays a song that I really like and they're on the collegiate level, but the arrangement is on the middle school level, how do I feel about that? How do you feel about that?
Well, it depends, because then we come up to our third thing, overall effectiveness.
Okay.
So when you say that, it depends on the overall effectiveness of the song. A song can be simple and it can still have its effect. And sometimes it can be complicated and do the same thing too, and vice versa. A song can be simple and it just didn't work out, or a song can be overly complicated and you still lose that round.
Right.
Sometimes too much is too much.
I like to kind of think about the Olympics and you think about floor exercises with gymnastics.
Okay.
There's a degree of difficulty.
There is.
And that degree of difficulty sometimes gets you a high score if you're able to execute that high degree of difficulty.
Yes.
It gets a little convoluted. It's not like football where you know that once you cross the plane, you got 6 points. Okay. Yep. That is 100% why I was thinking of this topic, Elias. Let me see if it'll put the whole thing up. There we go. You don't think so?
Well, no, I agree.
Okay.
Boy, Elijah, you slick with it. You slick with it, man.
Man, shout out to UAPB. We love Dear Mother over here. That's what I'm talking about. But getting back to the topic, these are some of the things. Now, we can't tell you how to pick a song, how to pick a round. It's very subjective when it comes to marching band. Because you might just be a drummer and you saying, I only like these licks from War and Thunder. I ain't like these licks from let's just say the Marching Strong drum line from Prairie View. You know? You could say that. You'd be a drummer and be like, well, War and Thunder was way better than PV's drum line. So I'm going with Jackson State for the win. You can hear stuff like that. But I mean, I can't argue with that person.
Well, at the end of the day, we should be looking at the entirety of the group and not just the drum line.
I agree.
That should be, because even when I'm looking at a group, I check out percussion too, because a lot of times, just being honest with a lot of you guys here in our precious SWAC, your drum lines destroy your tune. Sometimes they are way too busy, and sometimes they are so non-existent that the song has too much room to breathe, and there's not enough things going on in the arrangement to keep it full.
Right.
So you know what I mean? That's up to not just the band director's discretion, but that's up to the percussion section to fill those gaps, to find that groove, to find that tight medium. You know what I mean? Like it happens. Now, I will say Southern does a great job at that. A lot of people dog Southern's drum line when it comes to singular battles, like without the whole ensemble, just percussion versus percussion. But with the band, I'm not even going to cut them like that. They are flawless when it comes to the band. They know how to make a song pop completely. Yeah. Completely. Jackson State is a very good second. War and Thunder knows how to, you know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. The only reason why I put Southern first, drum line, and then Jackson State is not because of chops, right? It's because of the groove, how they gel with each other. Because a lot of times, man, those quads be killing Jackson State Ranger, man. That boogity.
All I think about is Jumanji when I hear them sometimes. boogity music. I be thinking the animal's about to come take us all, bro.
God dang it, Goku. There you go, putting the Gateway Band. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and
deduction.
Alex and I talked on the phone about this earlier today. And I said that. I said that's why Cookman gets round.
Yes.
When I listen to them.
Yes.
Because they are able to execute.
But hold on.
But wait, there's more.
Yes, there's more. So Goku, I'm going to approach that situation. I think Goku, are you in Houston or you might be?
No, I believe he's in Dallas.
Okay, you in D-Town. Well, you in Texas.
Or Shreveport.
Love you, brother. Either way, you in one of the best places to be. Okay, so if you are, if that's true and BCU is the best, this is where we separate that. Now, we got through execution, right?
Right.
We got through song selection.
Right.
Right. So that's the problem.
Song selection.
Yeah. We're repetitiveness on our song selection. There's no way you can tell me if Southern played Skin Our Men and Bethune-Cookman played Ice Cream Man that you gonna roll with Ice Cream Man. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me. Just tell. There's no way in the world.
No, I agree.
I agree. You are a honored and privileged and just mighty member of the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff. If BCU played Ice Cream Man
and y'all played Zoom,
and you played Fierce followed by Rather Be With You.
Oh yeah.
Or I go back over because it's how long ago I've been watching Pine Bluff. Roses Are Red.
Okay.
Control. Some stuff that Pine Bluff was killing.
Yeah.
A House Is Not a Home. Monsters. You gonna give the Gateway Band? No, look at me. Are you gonna give the Gateway Band and are you gonna give the Gateway Band a win? I want to know.
Hey, these we like to ask thought-provoking questions because you have your polls, you have this and that. Some people vote biasly, So, but what they're saying is based off of what we're saying. That's what should be the case. But then we're also saying
that all those play a factor. So when you have certain things going down your list, you got certain things going down your list, you have to start eliminating things. So let's say Band A, Bethune-Cookman, okay, and let's say Band B. Now Grambling would be just terrible. I don't think they could get a win.
No, bro.
We're gonna say Tennessee State.
Okay.
We're gonna say Tennessee State has some good pop-outs, right?
Okay.
And we're going to say Bethune-Cookman plays Lay Low.
Okay.
That's a very popular song that they play. Okay? And I'm going to put Lay Low versus Show Enough by Tennessee State. Both of these songs are very simplistic. Show Enough is by A-Ball and MJG, but it's by Tila. Okay. Tila's the actual artist of that song. A-Ball, MJG is featured on the song. Mm-hmm. So let's say you hear both of those songs, Lay Low and Show Enough. Which one are you riding for? Because at some point, the execution on Lay Low is going to be perfect. But the song selection of Show Enough and the overall wow factor, which is the last thing we to get into,
right,
would be both of those. Would beat the hands up. I want to hear somebody. Did you say Jupiter, Tennessee? See, that's just unfair. But the Gateway Band, Yeah, shout out to my boy Kedrick Redding. He a monster. I'm waiting. Because oh Lord. Kedrick ever get a hold of Bethune-Cookman? Yeah, it's gonna be slow singing and flower bringing.
Oh yeah.
Stop using my weakness again.
Oh my goodness.
Fierce in the Roses does go hard. I'm just telling you.
Again, these are thought-provoking topics that we want to try to bring up in band. If most of y'all that's on here, y'all got our phone numbers. Most of y'all got our inboxes. Y'all hit us up if y'all have some topics. And maybe in a week or so, we'll start bringing some of y'all on with this new software that I have. I can bring y'all straight on to the live.
Definitely.
All I would just need is your email address. So if you know that you want to be a part of the live and you have a topic that you want to talk about, and we can bring you up so we can talk about your topic, we would love to do that. This has been quite a show. It's been very heavy. Very, very heavy. Very heavy.
Tune in next week, man. Next week, I can't. What's the next week's topic, Law? What is next week's topic?
Let's What's on your mind, Alex? Tell us about your weekend. Tell everybody what happened.
Man, my weekend was great, man. I was out doing my thing. As you know, I'm a high school band director, but also I'm in I'm in 2 wedding bands I've been playing for years. I've been in the gigging industry. I also play trombone, keys, and organ in all the other organizations and their MD. So this past weekend, I got a chance to go to Aspen, Colorado Springs, and Snowmass, Colorado to do a couple of weddings. Beautiful sight. It was in the middle of the Rockies in the valley where everything was orange, red, yellow, purple, like the trees.
Wow.
Man, we was at least
he ain't sending no pictures to y'all.
I know, over 10,000 feet up. Like literally the clouds are touching the top of the mountain where we're driving. Beautiful spot. Usually we roll out to Vegas or North Carolina or New York to do weddings on the weekend, but you know, it was some good money, and then back to my kids, the grind here in Houston.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was able to go to the Cedar Hill High School Battle of the Bands, and I really enjoyed myself. I applied for media passes. They told me I was approved. They fed me gumbo.
Oh.
Cheesecake.
Where was this?
Cedar Hill High School. Gumbo.
Was it good?
It was good. Gumbo.
You're not just saying that, right?
Cheesecake. I could be. But
Okay.
they fed me without me asking.
Okay, well, I'm not. It was good.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get sick from it.
Huzzah.
You know, no, it was good. It had a good taste to it. I don't think it was gumbo, but you know,
It was soup.
could have been. You know, but it was good though. It had a good taste to
Seafood
it.
medley.
It had a good taste to it. Yeah, and but I want to thank them. You know, and thank everybody. I heard that even at the St. Aug game, it was like $100 for media to be able to St. Aug car. It's $100 for media. I do feel that we as videographers should support our schools, our universities, and the programs that are going there. But I think that on the other end, because I'm a promoter, I've done a few events, and I'm doing one this week. Actually, let me get that video right here so we can play it for y'all. I'm a promoter, but I think that we should be fair in how we work with the videographers. How we work with the videographers. Okay. They had out of wedlock meatballs in the press box. Oh yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. Gremlin feeds you. That Gremlin feeds you good. Texas Southern does too, but you gotta get there because them Frenchies boxes be moving, boy. Woo. Them Frenchies boxes be moving. Texas Southern feeds you, but that's just for all media though. They feed all media, and I appreciate that from them. I don't know if the other schools do it. It hasn't been introduced as an option in the emails. But I do. I'm gonna play this outro here, and then we are out of here. So let me.
Before I know, we had something else we were gonna introduce. Going into next week, right?
What's that?
What was the topics we had for next week?
For next week?
Yeah,
you had a topic.
Oh, I definitely had a topic. I know it was. It's gonna get a little sketchy next week, guys. We're gonna talk about sensitive band directors. We're definitely gonna talk about that. We're not gonna point out any names because we don't have any names, but we have seen years and years of stuff of some people being a little sensitive, a little testy on some things.
I'm working on something here. You keep talking.
And we just want to not approach the situation, but just see what your thoughts on are sensitive band directors that get on the line, attack certain people, feel offended by certain things. And again, I'm a band director myself. So I know that anytime that I put my band out there or anytime that I am in a battle of bands or in a crowd, I am subjective to criticism by anybody and everybody. So, like my band director used to tell me, don't look at the comments. Don't look. Just continue on your path of getting better. Your only competition is yourself from your previous performance. So a lot of times we got to think of looking forward, but we're going to get into that. We're going to definitely get into that. Also, mass bands. How can we further making this into a league for our own? How can we further be more professional on our status? We have a lot more topics come up. If you have more for us, please reach out to Bandhead Network or your boy A.A. Bache, right? And we'll get right back on you. Rome, you ready to lead us out?
I'm ready to lead us out.
Let's go.
Apparently, tune in next week. Sensitive band directors and the enablers around them. It's your boy J Law.
It's your boy A.A. Bache.
And we out of here.
It's been a big help.
God help us all.
Marching band fans far and wide. Bandhead Network and IBG Productions presents The People's Choice Battle of the Bands, happening Saturday, November 15th at Stingaree Stadium in Texas City, Texas. Doors open at 1:30 and the show starts at 2. Join us as high school bands from Houston and the surrounding area compete for this year's championship belt. They'll go from 8 to 5 on the field to 1, 2, 3, 4 in the stands. Tickets are $15, and with each ticket purchase, a portion will go to help your band of choice. Again, it's the People's Choice Battle of the Bands. Scan the QR code to get your ticket purchase started because we want to see you there.